noticed how just writing down a plan can make you feel productive? Even if your room is a mess, your brain is foggy, and your tasks are untouched. We love planning not because we always follow the plan, but because of who we get to be while imagining it. A more focused version of ourselves, a calmer one, a hopeful one. Maybe that's why we keep coming back to it. Because planning doesn't just organize our days, it quiets the chaos and shows us the version of ourselves we are trying to become. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Have you ever noticed how just writing down a plan can make you feel productive? Even if your room is a mess, your brain is foggy, and your tasks are untouched. You will still think that writing down your plans feel really good, and you say to yourself, wow, I'm finally doing something. Think about yourself writing down a plan and then, for example, 2 or 3 tasks. At the very first moment, you feel really energized and then you start doing your task. But after a while, you get distracted. You scroll social media and then you find yourself and 5 hours or more pass. But you didn't do anything, just drink a coffee or highlight some titles on one of your books. But still, you don't regret making a plan. Why does planning feel good even if we don't stick to it? Let's talk about it. The first thing that we want to talk about is your brain loves to be in progress. Here's the scientific fact. Actually, when you are writing down your plans, even before doing those items you have written, your brain already starts rewarding you. It releases dopamine. That feel-good chemical you get is when something exciting is about to happen. Another example is eating a piece of chocolate and releasing dopamine after that, or doing something that you really like or you're passionate about. So just imagining a productive version of yourself would be enough to light up that system. I mean your brain system. It can be like a preview of your future success. To be honest, you know what the beautiful part is? When we understand that our brain is wired for hope and it can be alive forever when there is something to be hopeful. The next reason would be feeling safe. It's not about just dopamine. When you write down a plan, your brain feels safe through all chaotic times or uncertainty that you have. When you are writing down a list of your plans, you are make your brain a little bit calmer. And your brain might say that, wow, in this chaotic world, finally I have a direction and I'm not overwhelmed anymore. You can feel more relaxed in these times. That's the reason that some people start writing a to-do list for themselves when they are really busy. It doesn't mean that they want to finish all tasks. Actually, they make a free space for their brain and they help their brain to organize items in their mind. The next reason is when planning feels like progress, but in reality it isn't. As I mentioned earlier, when you write down your plan on a piece of paper, your brain starts rewarding. Think about a time that you sit down, open your beautiful planner, and you say to yourself, okay, finally I should write down those items that I can really do. You even color code your items and you write down everything in detail. But when it comes to doing that, you don't do anything. This is the tricky part, that we call it productivity theater. It's about a time that you sit down, you plan, you don't do anything, and again you plan and you rewrite your plan, and this cycle repeats again and again, and nothing moves forward or change. And you know what is the worst part? When things go off track because life gets messy, instead of blaming the plan, you start blaming yourself. You start saying to yourself that I can't stick to any plan, I'm not disciplined enough, I can't focus. But you don't pay attention that maybe it's not you, it's about your plan. Maybe there wouldn't be anyone to tell us that plans are there to make change. So the next time that you are beating up yourself, ask these questions instead. What should I do the next day to be better than today? What item can I change to be more productive? To exemplify, I would say something about myself. I had a plan when I wanted to get prepared for my university entrance exam. I had consultants too to help me more. But while I was reading and test myself in different weeks, I realized that there were some parts that I couldn't adjust. For example, in one day I just start reading physics or mathematics, and after that I start testing, and then I went for a real test every Friday. After a while I noticed that I had some negative points when it came to physics, and I wanted to boost that specific STEM subject in myself. So I tried another method of reading. For example, instead of reading physics the second part of my day, I started reading that at the very first of the morning. And after that, I realized the breakthrough came for me. So did you understand the point? What about you? Tell me in the comments that what points in your plans can help you to make a big change, whether it's academic plans or other general plans. I hope this video would be really helpful for you if you are struggling with plans. So if you are making plans but even you don't do anything, don't give up. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. See you later and bye bye.